All right. So, hi.
Hi.
I'm Tina.
I'm Christine.
And I'm Brian.
We're Ladies of Lanai. We're back with Ask a Villager. I was just going to say, please introduce yourself, but you did. But you're Brian.
I am Brian.
And can you tell us your relationship status?
Single, to my knowledge.
To your knowledge? Okay. Where did you live before moving to the Villages?
I moved down from Rochester, New York.
Rochester.
Rochester. So I'm a northerner.
Okay. How did you first hear about the Villages and what made you move here?
Funny story. So I came down here to visit a friend for a concert back in April. I went down to see Lanai-Adventures, which is a Russian cover band for Chicago.
Yeah.
And they're out of this world. And actually, they're coming back here again to Sumter, not Sumter, but to Savannah Center a little bit later this spring. I'll see them again.
What's the name again?
They are called Lanai-Adventures.
Okay.
And they're excellent.
Okay.
So I came down here for a concert to visit him and his wife. And I'm sitting in one of the village squares with him before the show. And I'm looking around at all these golf carts. And I'm going, these things are plain. They're boring. And I come from the automotive industry after 37 years. And I just said, you know what? I have an idea. And I go, how about this, 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 and this? And I go, oh, and I make a mobile service. And he goes, you're going to kill it down here. Well, we're going to fast forward 6 months.
You sold everything?
I retired out of the auto business. I sold everything off. Came down here during a hurricane, bought a house up a little bit north of here in the Villages. Yes, I am a villager and a business owner. And I started BC Kustom Karts.
Okay. So what village are you in then?
I'm in La Zamora.
La Zamora. And why did you decide to buy in that area as opposed to other areas of the Villages? Like more south, like some people, like I'm in the south, in the newer area.
Yeah.
Why did you buy up? He's up north.
I wanted to be in an area that was close to everything. And honestly, I have an enclosed trailer and I needed to be close to a storage facility because you can't keep your trailers in your driveway. So I needed to have easy access to it. And honestly, I fell in love with a house up north that I absolutely loved. The price was perfect.
Did it have a bond?
No.
Okay. That's attractive.
No.
That's attractive.
I found a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 2-car garage house it was built in 2000 and it was completely remodeled.
Okay.
Nice.
Very nice. Yeah. And I think you're near like the pools and all of that
I'm right
stuff.
down from Chula Vista Pool. 5 minutes from Spanish Springs. I'm 8 minutes from Sumter, and about a 10-minute golf cart ride to Orange Blossom.
All right. That darn pool that I want to go to.
I'm headed there.
So how long have you lived in the Villages then?
I moved down here the first week of October.
Okay. So I was gonna say, how many times have you moved? But it will just be the one time.
Down to the Villages?
Yeah.
Just the once.
Just the once.
Never lived out of New York until now.
Okay.
Wow.
You were sheltered.
So
are you a snowbird, snowflake, or a frog?
I'm gonna probably do sort of a snowbird-ish thing.
Oh.
I'm probably gonna go back up north for a month or two.
Is that snowflakey, Christine?
Snowflakey, yeah.
That's back and forth?
Yeah, back and forth means you're a snowflake.
I'm not a snowflake.
It's a different
Okay.
New iteration.
Not a snowflake. Let's reiterate that carefully.
Okay. Well, then this kind of ties in. Are you retired or still working full or part-time?
I'm still working.
Because you started your own business.
Correct.
Okay. And Brian is actually the one that did the eyelashes for me on my golf cart. And the golf cart, like he's like, ugh. And the golf cart bag holder and the bright light headlight. And
she wanted her semi-Rolling Stone lips on the hood too. So
yes. What's your favorite venue for enjoying music in the Villages? Because you're a music man.
I am a music man. I like Brownwood as far as for seeing a full band. But as far as for just the general feeling, I do like Sumter.
Oh, okay. Who's your favorite band in the Villages? Do you have one or multiple?
I like Relic and I like Uncle Bob's Rock Shock because I'm a rock guy.
Yeah. I want to go see Relic. I only saw a little bit of them, but I want to go see them again. So
I believe they're playing shortly.
Okay. We'll have to go. Who has the best pizza?
I don't know. I'm still looking for it.
Oh, all right. Yeah. What's your favorite restaurant if you want to splurge?
I like the Chop House I do like their food, and I really want to try red sauce. I still have not made it there yet.
Really?
No.
Oh, that's a fan favorite. Red sauce, I think, and they do big groups well. And what about
Oh,
it?
and hibachi.
And hibachi, yes. Brian is our group organizer of hibachi night.
So that's the name of that restaurant is
Sakura House.
Wow.
Sam, sit down. He's
Nice.
gonna.
He's kind of getting away. now.
And then, what's your favorite spot for breakfast or brunch?
I eat probably 3 or 4 times a week at Daryl's Diner
Oh.
in up in Lady Lake.
Somebody I talked to yesterday just said same thing.
I
Daryl's
walk
Diner.
in there, they all know my name, they all know what I want to eat, drink, and everything else. So
What's your meal? What's your go-to meal?
I just do eggs, potatoes, and a bagel and cream cheese with coffee.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, I've heard good things about Daryl's too. Okay, so I'm gonna take over.
All right.
All right. So your favorite spot for dancing?
It's between Brownwood and Sumter because that's where the music is.
Favorite spot for a sweet treat?
Honestly, I haven't gone looking yet. I'm going to have to rely on asking the villagers where the sweet treats are.
All right. Do you have any good advice for airport transportation?
I've used both Groom and Villages, the Villages bus, whatever
Airport
it is.
van,
Airport
VAB.
van, AV. I think I'm probably going to say next time I'm going to go back with either Groom or Workman or whoever it is.
Yeah.
I didn't like, just me personally, I got in the Airport Village van and it was a small van and it was full and I'm sitting like this the entire thing. So, and I'm not exactly a small guy.
But Groom isn't the same size little show, or they have the big
No, they
bus?
have the bigger buses.
Oh, okay.
So one of them don't do it anymore. I forget which one. If
Workman.
It's Groom or Workman does
Oh.
not.
Workman does not.
Does not.
Okay.
Yeah, and you know.
Groom actually bought Workman.
And I'm sorry to hear that because my husband's taking Village Airport van today for the first time, and he's also rather broad-shouldered like you. But you were probably the first one in, right? Because it's up north, so they get you first and then work their way down.
But you still, from the time you leave the Villages till you get to the Orlando airport, you're still
Squished.
crushed in.
Yeah.
So
Okay, well, if you could, that was my recommendation to try them, but we'll see how.
I have
that
a
goes.
couple of friends that are coming in actually in a few weeks, and I'm going to send a limo to get them. So
Oh, nice.
one of the personal cabs.
That's nice.
Good
Do you
friend.
have a favorite pool?
I go to Chula Vista all the time
Yeah.
because it's at the end of my road, but I'm going to be trying Orange Blossom and Mallory, and
Do you have the enhancement to get
I
that?
do. I just bought it this weekend.
Good, good. Okay. Yeah. Do you play golf?
I've played the.
We did putt
Putt
together.
and play, yeah. I actually have to learn how to play. My father's on his way. Actually, he left yesterday from Rochester to come down. They're going to be camping an hour from here, and he has told me I have to play golf because I've never golfed in my life.
All right.
So I bought a set of clubs,
Oh.
and I'm going to have to golf.
All right. So you don't have a favorite course yet?
No.
No. Okay.
Maybe I have a favorite golf club yet.
Probably your putter. Favorite club you belong to in the Villages?
50-somethings in the village.
That's right.
50-something in the Village, and that is for people who are in their 50s.
50-something.
50-something.
59 and 364 days and younger.
Right. That's how we
Don't
met.
you get booted out after when you turn 60?
I
No.
think Diana said they grandfather.
They'll grandfather you in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I know a lot of spouses are turning 60 this year, and
Yeah.
we're not going to say, you've been excommunicated. You're off to, the
You're
Isle of
granted,
Exile.
so you get to stay in as long as you want to. Okay.
Yeah.
Golf cart question: gas or electric?
Yes.
All right.
Hmm.
Do you have a best place for food shopping?
Unfortunately, it's probably going to say Publix because it's close to me. I'm from up north, and I am a diehard Wegmans fan, and I miss my Wegmans more than anything.
They
Yeah.
just opened one in Manhattan, like after when I left.
Yeah. Yeah.
You might like not the same, but Fresh Market.
I'm going to check them out. I haven't been yet.
It's not the same with a little kiosky feel to it. Well, visiting all around the world feel like a Wegmans.
I love Wegmans.
Fresh Market is
Even
I'll give it a
getting
try.
there. It's getting there.
I'll give it a try.
Yeah. Okay.
Whole Foods doesn't even compare.
No.
Oh, okay.
Favorite beach that you could drive to from the Villages? Have you had a chance to even try that yet? You just moved here in October.
Well, I do like Clearwater. I have friends that live over in Seminole, so Clearwater's not bad. And I also have a friend who lives in Ponce Inlet over by Daytona. And one of my best friends, I was in his wedding 25 years ago. Him and his wife actually have a house overlooking the Atlantic Ocean. So I've
got
been
some
there.
points of reference.
Yes.
Yeah, right. Favorite place in the Villages to take visitors? Have you had a chance to, or what would you
Where are you
say?
going to take your dad?
Golfing.
They went that golfing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I really haven't had a chance to
Yeah.
explore the Villages a whole lot because I'm actually been working.
Working like a dog. No.
Woof.
Do you feel like you're working full time?
Yes.
Wow.
My business is basically, since I moved down here, has gone from 1 or 2 calls in a week to I'm busy every single day.
Wow.
Well, because he comes to you, like he comes with his
I'm a
whole.
mobile service.
Yeah. Okay. What would you say, besides your business, is the best kept secret in the Villages?
I really don't know. Probably the fact that, and everybody laughs about the Villages outside of the bubble. It's just a very friendly place where people get to know each other.
It is kind of a big secret, the Villages itself, because if you don't know about it, you don't know.
Yeah, you don't know. You don't know what you don't know.
Yes.
Everybody has their misconceptions and their already preconstrued ideas about the Village. Well, guess what? Once you get down here, and it's a whole different world.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the only way to describe it. I was talking with one of my very close friends back up in New York last night, and I was telling him, you don't come down here as a person to die. You come down here to live.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what you do, is you live. With 3,200 social clubs, over 750 holes of golf, and expanding. There is 110 pools. There's 15 country clubs. There's so much to do.
Right.
And I've only been here since October, and I know all this stuff.
So I'm going to insert a question that we don't already have. So is with all that, some people think it sounds too big. What do you say about that?
When you have 150,000 villagers that are here, it's not that big when you stop to think about it. Encompasses 75 square miles, and it's 26 miles from tip to tip. And they're still building at the rate of 10 houses a day, and they have 18,000 acres to develop.
Yeah.
So I can't say it's too big because, the number of people that are obviously coming down here for a reason.
It's spread out. What I say is it's those numbers say to you, wow, it's so big. But however, the whole village system or the format or how it's built, you're in your own village. So
Correct.
you can go out and see whatever you want and go wherever you want. But if you want to stay in your village, you can feel very, provincial, if you will, and
Hometown.
not get that big
Yeah.
giant feel.
Yeah.
I have 91 houses in my village, and we have a meeting
That's small.
We have a meeting once a month. Like this month is going to be the chili cook-off. And it's, my village is one of the older villages, so most of the people in my area they're older. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. They're older. They're starting to age out, unfortunately, and my village is starting to turn over to a little bit younger demographic. I'm the youngest one in my village now at 55 years old. My neighbor Robin just moved in down here from Indiana. She's just turned 58 last week. And it's starting to slowly change over.
Yep, absolutely. So, do you have any advice for making friends or meeting new people in the Villages?
Honestly, if you're on Facebook, in which most people are nowadays, social media is great. And if there's clubs, like I'm like a big advocate, like I said, of 50 something in the Villages, born in the 60s in the Villages,
Mm-hmm.
you really start to get to meet people because they create events. And with the 50 somethings, we all have name tags. So we go out and you look for the name tags and you get to meet people because oh, hi, I've seen your name before. And it really works well.
Yeah.
And just don't be shy. That's the best advice, is don't be shy. If you're out at one of the town squares and you see somebody, you walk up, say, hi, I'm Brian. Nice to meet you. And 99% of the people are going to say, hi, I'm so-and-so.
Yeah.
And then you start a conversation, where are you from? Because nobody is from here.
Right.
This is a melting pot. Nobody is from here.
Mm-hmm.
Good advice. What was something that surprised you after you moved to the Villages?
I didn't know about the bond, which is because obviously I wasn't looking. I did a private sale through somebody actually I found on the internet when I bought my house. So I did not know about that. But I also didn't realize how spread out the villages actually were until I got here.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't have a bond.
I do not.
To be clear, and I didn't have one when I lived in Polo Ridge either. So the further north you are, for the most part, you don't have a bond, and further south there might be some bond left over, or you might have a full bond. So something you learned to do once you moved to the villages.
Play pickleball for the very first time. And I like it.
What is something you wish you knew before you moved here?
Tough question. I wish I'd moved down here years ago, honestly. I'm not going to say suffering up in New York, because I had a very good life in New York. I really did. But I'm genuinely happy down here.
Yay! Happy
time.
Brian. Yeah.
55 years took me.
Longer than that. What did your family or friends say when you told them you were moving to the villages?
Do I have to keep this generically rated?
G-rated.
My father didn't want me to leave, quite honestly. You know, I'm his oldest son. I take care of a lot of stuff back up north for the family. He didn't want me to leave. He cried. He begged me not to go.
Oh.
I told him I had to, for the fact that I needed to do something different. New York for me was stale. My friends, they read me the loofah code at my farewell party.
Did they give you loofahs before you left?
No, they did not. They wanted to, but I said, I don't think so, Tim.
So you don't stock that in your golf cart
No.
bag of tricks either?
No, there's nothing in it. There's nothing in.
Okay.
No.
That was a joke. Okay. Just so people know, that's a joke.
Just two more, Brian.
No worries.
You'd never believe it, but my life, and I think you alluded to this, my life before the villages, All
right, so I'm going to lay this all out. I've done a lot of stuff back up in New York. I was on commercial radio for 24 years, 17 years part-time on the same station, the number one station. COVID came along. I lost that job. They eliminated my position. I've been in the auto industry since I was 15 years old. Actually, earlier than that, if you count when I got my first job, I was literally turning around and cleaning my dad's best friend's repair shop. I was learning how to do brakes and oil change and stuff back then. So I've got automotive in my blood since I was like 13 years old. I did it for 30-something years, and I just said I've had enough of it. So my life up in New York, it was good. I had and I know I'm probably rambling on a little bit, but I'm very involved with music, very close to a lot of the professional musicians up north. I played bass guitar for years and years, so I'm very tied in with music. So I honestly, I like that part of it, but the seasonal depression is a real thing. Mm-hmm. Gray skies. I come from the snow belt. Lake effect snow off of Lake Ontario at my house. I was getting anywhere from 3 to 5 feet of snow, in a bad snowstorm. Yeah. So honestly, my life that part I couldn't stand. Yeah. Down here, I just have miles of sunshine.
And finally, I really wish the villages had.
Honestly, and this is going to sound kind of bands that paid more attention to how they sound.
Oh.
I'm a music snob, and I'm not afraid to admit it.
Is it the band, or you think the acoustics of the venue?
It's the bands themselves, because they do what they do to get by with the music. The average person's not going to pay attention. Mm-hmm. They really aren't. Mm-hmm. I know I'm the anomaly. I'm not the average person. I'm very in tune with music, so I just wish some of the bands would pay a little closer attention to the way the song actually is done. Okay.
Or how it sounds to the listeners.
Correct.
Yeah. Most of them have sound mixers
I'm not talking about the actual sound quality. I'm talking about how true to the actual songs they actually are.
Yeah.
Oh,
instead of
okay.
putting their little bit of spin on it.
Because some of them they wing through it, and that's just my personal opinion.
Just to get her done.
Listen, one of my very dear friends back north in New York is the keyboard player for Chris Daughtry. So I've been exposed to professional music for many, many, many years. And again, I'm the anomaly. So that's just my take.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's good to have it. I'm sorry, I do have one more question.
Okay.
He's cheating. He's looking ahead. I think Eastport will be.
Way too far for me to drive in a golf cart.
Oh. Hey, I drove from where we live to Spanish Springs the other night. You can do it.
Okay.
Eastport's even farther.
It is a little bit further.
It is farther.
What do you think?
I don't know. I don't have an opinion formed on it yet, and I honestly haven't been down there. I haven't had any calls down there yet.
It's
So
still dirt. So. But it's coming.
All right.
All right.
Thank you, Brian.
any other questions for me you guys have?
That's it. No, that's it.
Anything you want to add?
Honestly, yeah. If you're looking for custom, and this is the
A shameless plug?
Shameless plug.
Okay.
I own BC Kustom Karts. If you're looking for something to get done to your cart to make it different, I can do it. Lights, wheels, tires, seats, radios, brighter headlights, bright light bars,
Eyelashes.
seasonal.
Golf strips.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Golf bags, straps. She wanted eyelashes. She got eyelashes.
I got them.
Any of that stuff, feel free. Please give me a call.
We'll put his contact information in the description.
Yeah, we'll put it in the so you have it.
Thanks, girls.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it.
And don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. We really appreciate it. Thanks.
Bye.